Modern wise men such as Nelson Mandela have said the issues that agitate humanity today call for trained minds, and the man who is deficient in this respect is crippled because he is not in possession of the tools necessary to ensure success in life. So it is here in the mind that we need to work on, and our practices must begin here. One of the best meditative practices is called mindfulness. It is not a religious practice. I would say meditation is a spiritual practice, because spiritual has to do with actual experience, not mere beliefs or religious dogma. The basic meditation practice we recommend is insight meditation, today commonly referred to as mindfulness. One simply sits in a comfortable position, cross-legged if not, the lotus or the half lotus, and one gives attention to whatever is arising, both externally and internally, not judging it, condemning it, following after it, avoiding it, or desiring it. It is merely noted or witnessed impartially, and then let go. The aim of the practice is to see that the separate ego is not real, but just a series of fleeting and impermanent sensations, like anything else. When one realizes just how empty the ego is, one finally ceases identifying with it, defending it, worrying about it. And this in turn is the catalyst that releases one from the chronic suffering and unhappiness that comes from defending something that passes and that isn't there. When the ego is put on notice through this practice, gradually one's true nature begins to emerge. The whole point of meditation, whether it appears in the East or in the West, or whether Christian, Muslim, Buddhist or Hindu, is to free ourselves from the optical delusion that we are mainly separate egos, set apart from each other and from internal spirit, and to discover instead that once released from the prison of individuality, we are one with all manifestations in a perfectly timeless and eternal fashion. And this is not a mere theoretical idea. It is a direct and immediate experience which has been reported the world over from time immemorial, and which is essentially identical wherever it has been reported. Indian sage Ramana Maharshi's concept was to examine, who am I? We do this till we reach rock bottom. One has reached rock bottom because one has followed the ego with intensity till there is nowhere to go. So now, a state of catastrophe of one kind or another. Out of this desperation, people with humility call out to God, a God they can identify with, and say, God, I'm in trouble. Others may well find at this point gravitating to teachers who can then show the way.